Good day to everyone. Welcome. I am Ivory Wong. Today we would like to tell about moral ethics and moral values. First of all, let's our group member introduce themselves.
Hi, I am Yong Li Ying.
Hi, I'm Tiong Chui Kyung.
Hi, I am Wong King In.
A question people often ask is to offer some explanation on the relationship or difference between morality and ethics. Our group would like to add a voice to this very topical discussion for the simpler reason that ethics defined, ethics understood, and ethics practice contain ingredients of morality, but in reality step out on itself as ethics. Morality is a practice of conduct in living forms and grounded in cultures, in norms, in traditions over time. Morality often does not have a reason or justification. It is the way of life of a people. Morality is that which we inherit from our parents, from family, from communities which tell us that's the right and doesn't they are wrong. Morality contains most. They transmit very quickly, but most often morality does not need a justification for its being. We are giving a simple answer. This is how it is done in our place, and this is how it must be done.
Not so with ethics. Ethics is a discipline in philosophy, in scientific thought that ground the reason for activity, especially of doing the right and avoiding the odd, on rational principles. Ethics goes into such questions as what ought I to do? What should I do it? What is your alternative if I do not do it? And what is the common benefit for a global universal audience or presence or participant in an action that a human being performs that might impact on the lives of others background or rationality. So the key difference between ethics and morality is that whereas ethics is doing the ought to because it is ought rightly to do so, morality is doing not just the ought but that which has to be done because we have been taught to do so. Ethics grounds its arguments on reason. Morality grounds its argument on traditional. Both of them might even contradict because there are moral principles in areas that are not ethical things, but whatever is ethical must normally be moral. Therefore, we wish to encourage a deeper reflection on the relationship between ethics and morality, to see both of them as useful, but to take a very clear distinction is ethics being an art of the rational human being and morality being an art as the receiver of the legacy of the transmitted knowledge which we get in our life, societies, and customs.
Now, let's us talk about type of moral value. First at all, we have spiritual values or religious value. It is a value that refers to the process of reflecting on non-material dimensions of life and acquiring insights into personal experiences that affect the individual in his relations with himself and concerns with the realizations of the self and being one with divinity. Social values refers to certain behaviors and beliefs that are shared within specific culture and social groups. Those values are good for the society and form the basis of the relationship for an individual with other people in society. Aesthetic values seems to emulate the beauty of the divine through the art, things and activities which give joy of beauty are aesthetic values. Economic value is the value that person place on an economic good based on the benefit they derive from the good. It is often estimated based on the person's willingness to pay for the good, typically measured in units of currencies. Intellect value is qualities of mind and character that promote intellectual flourishing, critical thinking, and the pursuit of truth. These are important to our young people as they prepare them for further education and future careers. Moral value is constitute an attitude and behavior that a society consider essential for coexistence, order, and general well-being. It enables an individual in making a distinction between right and wrong and good and bad.
Moral values are defined as guidelines that assist a person in deciding between right and wrong, sure or certain, good or bad, important or less important, its inner attitude or mounting matter. Since we all don't have same values, character impacts actions. Moral values are the characteristics or principles that become deeply embedded in a person's thinking and behavior toward themselves, others, and society at large. It could be how someone values another person's sentiments or how they regard each other live and personal space. Honesty, kindness, respect for others, good manners, and other fundamental moral principles are the factors that should be considered when assessing a person's character. The primary traits that characterize a person's goodness and their moral ideal. The children should be taught them from an early age by their parents and teachers. Everyone will be able to make wise judgments and reach their goals in an ethical manner with the aid of moral ideas.
Now, let me give you example for a better understanding on this topic. Example of moral and ethics case. A lawyer morals may tell him that murder is reprehensible and that murderers should be punished, but his ethics as a professional lawyer require him to define his client to the best of his abilities, even if he knows that the client is guilty. Example of ethics in daily life. A person chooses to return a wallet that she found and return it with all of the money inside due to her personal ethic of honesty. Another example of ethics is when you want to buy a nice shirt, you go to a store, you pick a shirt, then have a try in the fitting room. You do not like the shirt, you carry the shirt with you gently, return it either in the place allotted or hand it over to the staff there. You walk out looking for other shirts. In conclusion, people require some form of moral compass in the course of their life. Many people believe they are able to survive without one, but chances are they are egoists and do have a principle which is guiding them. If it makes us feel good, if it makes us happy, if we like it and can live with it, then it is alright for us to do it. They may appear to be an appealing premise for making judgments until someone thinks about it. As a guideline for everyone, its principle would and does lead to many disagreements. Finally, we think helping hands are better than praying lips. That's all for our group. Thank you.